stopping by my channel. Today's video is going to be a look at some older coloring books that I have in my coloring book collection. I've been collecting coloring books since maybe like the summer 2020, so almost 5 years now. I have quite a large collection of coloring books. I actually kind of been giving some away and donating a lot over the past couple of years, so it has whittled down somewhat, but it is still pretty big. And I thought I would make this video today showing you some of the older coloring books I have that are still available to purchase or to find, whether it be on Amazon or even thrift books. I know a lot of you guys out there are always searching maybe for older books if you're a coloring book collector, and it is a little bit daunting, especially since Amazon now, basically whenever you look for coloring books, it's all AI coloring books or the cute and cozy themed coloring books, which is trending right now. So it is a little bit more difficult to find the hidden gems. And I'm here to show you what I have in my collection, probably going back up to 2016, 2015. But I think the ones that I'm showing you today are maybe from like the big 2016, 2017. That was, I think, the coloring book renaissance of the coloring book community, when it really started hitting big with Joanna Basford and everything like that. So I thought I would show you what I have that you can still get, even though some might be harder to find than others. But I got a big pile over here. I'm going to show you some that probably are not going to be able to find anywhere, but I just wanted to show you them just in case. You can be on the lookout for them if they ever do pop up for you, or they're part of a collection, like a bigger collection of more rare books. So this one, the first one I'm going to show you, this is probably the least expensive of all the coloring books I'm going to show you today. This is only $4.99 right now. It is a KDP or Amazon printed coloring book, and this is Keepers of the Enchanted Forest. When did I get this? Probably August of 2020, it says on the back here. This one is still available. I think it says illustrated by Forest Diver. I don't know if that's a person or like a publisher or what, but I think this was pretty popular when it first came out. So this is a good one, I think, to add to your collection. That is very affordable and accessible, and there are some more in the collection, or whoever this Forest Diver is. I think they do have some more. You can research a little bit as well. So I think this is probably the first coloring page I ever did with alcohol markers, actually. Still have the paper in here. So I don't know if I have any flip throughs of any of these. I will try and put them into like a card or the description box or someplace. But if I don't, just let me know if you want to see a flip through. I might have one because I can only put so many cards in. It only lets you put in, I think, maybe 5. This is Julia Rivers' selection. Julia Rivers. So that's a place to start looking for these types of books. JuliaRivers.com. I don't know if that's still an active website or not. So this is a good one, I think, to check out. And I didn't think of where I was going to put all these books after I showed them to you. I'm going to put them on the floor, I guess. And next up, this is kind of like a group. This is all by the same artist. This one is I Daydream by TakeuchiArt. She has an Etsy page, so you can find her on Etsy and get single PDF coloring pages from her there. I think she has all of these in her Etsy shop. This book is still available. When did this come out? I think like 2020 or 2021. But this one's really pretty also. It's portraits if you like portraits. This is not this I'm not really sure. I do think this was produced by Amazon printing, but like a different, but it is different paper. It's a little bit nicer than just the average kind of KDP paper. So I do like this one a lot. This comes in this hardcover, and it also comes in a little bit less expensive softcover version. I think this hardcover version is $21 and the softcover version is like $10.88. So it's the same pictures. I believe it's the same paper. The only thing I think different is that it's a hardcover. And these two are by the same artist, but she used to go by a different name, Ikuko. So if you're interested in this book, look up Ikuko on Amazon as well. They're kind of like separated, even though it's the same person. She changed her name for whatever reason. So this is probably from 2018, I think, was published, but I purchased it in 2020. So this is another KDP printed book, or it used to be called Create Space, but now it's KDP printing. I do think some people still call it Create Space paper, but it's not. It's a little bit better. Not much, but like I said, she has this has two sets. She has them up on her Etsy page too. So if you like some surrealist art, this one's good for you. And then this one, Elegant Faces. This one has doubles in it as well. Some of it's grayscale, some of it's line art. So next up, this is a whole big collection. This is probably one of the hardest complete set of coloring books to get. A lot of these are maybe only a few of them are available at the moment, but I'm going to show them all to you just so you can know what belongs to this group. So you know, if you have like a checklist and you're trying to collect them all, you can get an idea of what you're looking for. These are by Fabiana Attinasio. She is probably most famous for doing the mythographic coloring books. She does some of those. I think she does some of the Mythogoria ones now, and there's like fantasy ones now. So she is known mostly for those. But beforehand, she did all these children's coloring books. And I did look and see if I could find any of them out there for you guys. The only ones I found available was The Wizard of Oz. I think I saw on Amazon. I have the Polish version. I think the one that's available on Amazon is maybe the Spanish version. So these are really cute. I like these a lot. Some of these illustrations have been featured in Coloring Heaven magazine. So these are very cute. She also has an Etsy shop where she has some images available. Peter Pan, I think you can find somewhere sometimes. Sometimes I'll see it pop up on Amazon. Thrift books. I think your best bet to finding a lot of these is thrift books for like an acceptable price. Amazon, I see them kind of go a little bit more expensive. So if you're looking for a lot of these, I would kind of stock thrift books, or eBay even. Sometimes they might pop up on eBay. And Beauty and the Beast. I don't think I see this one very often at all anymore. But I think this is one of the ones that have been featured in Coloring Heaven magazine. Then there's a Hansel and Gretel. I think these two I got are Italian versions. And they come with these like really humongous posters. Some of them you might find without, like, they're probably missing the poster. I don't know if I got the poster in every single book. Yeah, this is so big I can't even show it to you. But I have some older videos where I probably have shown you these big posters. They're like really big. So if you can get them with the actual big poster inside, that's great. I have heard some people complaining when they get these with the poster, like it'll be like stuck, like the stickiness will mess up the book, but I haven't had that issue. Pinocchio. This one I still see every once in a while pop up. So this one you might be able to find, be lucky and be able to find this one. And Alice in Wonderland, maybe. This one's a little bit more difficult to find as well. As the years go by, they seem like they're more and more difficult to find. Snow White. This one had been pretty good, a good find everywhere for a while, but I think I see this one less and less as well. You see, I think this is what people have been complaining about, that the glue turns the messes up the poster. And this one's really cute. And right there's the Jungle Book. I haven't seen this one available in a long time either. I think this is also an Italian version. And then finally, this was like my holy grail of books for a while. This one took me so long to be able to find. All of these I had. This is the whole complete collection. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 books in this collection. And Cinderella was the only one I had not gotten, was unable to find for the longest time. And I ended up ordering it I found it on Amazon, and it kept coming up. It's not available, or it's out of stock when it comes back in stock. And I kept asking me if I wanted to cancel it. Do you want to cancel it? I was like, no, I'm not going to cancel it. Just leave it. And all of a sudden, a year later, which I did try and order it one time before that, and it just automatically canceled. It didn't have it. So I tried it again, and a whole year later, it shipped. I got a notification that it shipped, and I was like, what? So it was really crazy that I was able to get this one. This is, I think, the most rare one to get. I've seen a few people recently do collections with these, that they have the whole collection, but they're missing this one. That's why I wanted to show you the whole complete collection, so you know what to look out for. Cinderella is definitely the holy grail of this collection of books. So this book is Neco. It's cats, like cute cats. I forget the name of the book, but I do have a flip through of this one. I think this might have been my very first flip through on the channel, if you want to go all the way back. I might have even deleted it because it looked so bad. When I first started this channel, I had a phone that all of a sudden like stopped being produced, and it stopped working, and I couldn't upload videos to YouTube. So I was like uploading them to my computer and then uploading it to YouTube, and it was really bad quality videos. So after I got a newer phone, I was in business. But I think this is my very first flip through I tried on the channel. This is available on Amazon Japan. You can order it through the regular US Amazon, and it ships via global Amazon Japan. But she does have a second book that came out after this, and I don't have that one. So if you like cats, I also have never colored a page in this. I always keep meaning to color something in this book, and I haven't. I think I'm a little bit intimidating, this book. But I have seen a lot of people color pages in this book. Like, I really love this Halloween one. I've seen some colored pictures people have done, and they're really pretty cute. So this book came out probably around 2020, I want to say. Next up is Romantic Country, the Third Tale. Now this is the English version, which is impossible to find, but I wanted to show it to you and let you know that you can get this in the Japanese version on Amazon Japan, and you can also find it if you search it up on the US Amazon, maybe Amazon UK. You might be able to find it too, but this is just my perspective living in the US, being able to find these books. So this was a really coveted book for a while as well. I do think a lot of people know that you can get it on Amazon Japan now. But this is a really pretty one as well. I have all of her books. This is what page I colored. Must have been early on in my coloring history. These are also kind of intimidating to me because there's so much stuff going on. And I like to watch, I remember I used to watch a lot of YouTubers coloring, like working on these pages very early on in my coloring history. I don't see too many people talking about these as much anymore. They kind of starting to fade away a little bit into the ether, like I said, with all of the cute cozy stuff going on. But if you had the first two, the third one you can get on Amazon Japan. A lot of these books I got really lucky with, because I was so obsessed with finding books when I first started coloring that I would like scour the whole internet everywhere for these books, and I was lucky enough to find them. So this one is not available in the English version anymore. This is Chiaki Ida, My Colorful Town. This is something very similar to, she's kind of a similar artist to Eriy, I think. She's another Japanese artist. And I got this one from eBay, I think. And it is somewhat colored. This is, but they're colored pretty nicely, actually. So I didn't mind too much. But when I ordered it, I think I ordered it and it said it wasn't, like it was almost new, but it obviously isn't. But it's colored very nicely, so I kind of don't mind. But you can get the Japanese version of this very easily on Amazon Japan, as well as Amazon US. It just says it ships from Japan. So this is, the Japanese version is actually nicer because it's a little bit larger. And the follow-up, I think this is the follow-up to this book. This is My Color, maybe it's like, I don't remember the titles of a lot of these books, but this is like all, everything like in a house, yeah, mostly like rooms. So this is the same Chiaki Ida book too. Maybe it's the same character even, I don't know. So that's a good one you could still find out there. Next up, we have Spirt Animals by Hannah Karlzon. This is out of print. I have recently seen some people looking for this. I saw somebody in a Facebook group mentioning they were looking for this, and I suggested looking for the Dutch version, which is called Soulmates, which I have found on Amazon. It's expensive, but if you're looking to complete your collection of Hannah Karlzon and you don't have this one, definitely try looking up the title Soulmates instead of Spirt Animals. You might be able to find this one. Quite a few of her books are now out of publication, it seems. So, yeah, that's my advice. Look for Soulmates, either in the Dutch version or the Swedish version. I haven't seen the Swedish version around, but I have seen this Dutch version, which the Dutch books are so much thicker paper too than the English versions that are published by Gibbs Smith. These are published by the publisher Muse, I think is how you pronounce it. Maria Trolle, I think, was using them. She might still be using them. Was using them for a while too. And they're really nice, nicely made books. Next up is this book called A Brother's Grimm coloring book. This is by Adam Fisher. I also have this book, Gods and Beasts by Adam Fisher. This one is pretty impossible to find. I tried looking for this. I couldn't find it anywhere. But if you're adventurous and you're thinking of trying to find it, this is, just so you know, there is a second book that belongs to this same artist. I don't know where I got this one. I probably picked it up from a secondhand bookseller. But this one it has little synopsises about the particular god or beast in here. So pretty interesting. This one I have seen available, I think, either on Thrift Books or Amazon. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a list of all of the books I showed you with their names, and maybe I'll try and put the ISBN numbers, so if you want to like search it up yourself, you'll have that info to attach to it, and maybe make it easier to find instead of just putting links and stuff, because somebody could come along and buy the last one, or it might not be available anymore, or something like that. So I think that's what I'll do, so this can stay like an evergreen type of project. So Brothers Grimm coloring book and Gods and Beasts by Adam Fisher. Next up, this one is Myth and Magic by, I can't pronounce this one either, Kinuko Y Craft. They are pretty. I think there's other ones in this series as well, but this one came out. This one came out. This is a first edition print from, this came out 2016, so this is an older one you might have missed in your searches. This is really pretty. They make puzzles. I have a puzzle by them too. I don't know where it is, but this is a good artist to search up on Amazon. Next, I have this one is called Color Me Enchanted, and I really love this book a lot. This is one of the first coloring books I picked up as well that's still out there. I think I saw this on Amazon when I was trying to do some research to see which ones are still available, and this one says there's not that many available left. So this has some fairy tales in it, a lot of fairy tales. You can kind of tell that's kind of like my thing, fairy tale. I liked coloring fairy tale type of imageries a lot. So this one is really nice too. And this is from 2017 by Masha D'yans and Galina Skokalova. So I recommend taking a look at this one too for your collection. This one we have next is, I actually got this one quite recently, and it's Russian Folktales coloring book by Svetlana Kulagina. Read stories and paint pictures. This is a KDP book. I got it in 2023, but I think this probably came out before that. So it has some Russian fairy tales in here, and then on the other opposite page is the page to color. A lot of these I have never heard of, so it's pretty interesting if you're looking, if you like fairy tales, more international. So I like this page. The feather of thinnest, the brightest falcon. So that's a good one to take a look at. Next, we have another, this is another kind of group of books. I think I have another one of these, but I'm not sure. But these are coloring the classics. There are more than these three in the collection. These are a little bit harder to find. I think I have Beauty and the Beast. I did check Thrift Books. Thrift Books have a few of these. And I did check Amazon. Amazon seems to have them Oh, somebody else colored that. I didn't color that. I got this book secondhand. And so we have Beauty and the Beast, Alice in Wonderland. So definitely take a look for these on Thrift Books or any other secondhand bookseller or eBay. I think I've seen these a lot on eBay too. And I think I got this one most recently. This is Anne of Green Gables. I think I like this one the best. I really like, I have quite a few Anne of Green Gables coloring books actually. I don't remember where I got this one. I might have gotten this from Book Depository, maybe even, perhaps, I'm not sure. So Anne of Green Gables, Waves of Color. And I think there's a Wizard of Oz. I'm pretty sure there's a Wizard of Oz one as well. The next one I have for you is called Wonderland by Emily Sheehan. I think this was another one that was pretty popular around the time it came out. And this one I just actually recently saw this is available on Target. You can still get it. I've seen it on Amazon. I've seen it out there on eBay, Thrift Books. So this one's still floating around, available. Pretty easy to find. Then this one, The Land of Dreams, an animal fantasy coloring book by Kim Sun-hoon, illustrated by Song Jiam-jin. And they have this other one called The Story of Pandora that I have been kind of having on my list. I've seen that one kind of, the price, sometimes it's really expensive and sometimes it's more reasonably priced. It says The Story of Pandora, but I've seen some of the pages from it and it looks like Alice in Wonderland. So I don't know why it's called The Story of Pandora. Quite odd to me anyway. So this is another really pretty book that's out there. You can still find it. Where did I get this? I'm not sure. I don't remember where I ordered this, but I bought it in 2020. This one is called Dreamland, Coloring Whimsical Worlds. This artist, Renata, I can't pronounce the last name. This came out, quite a while ago, I think. 2021, so it's not totally that old, but it came out about 4 years ago. I don't see many people talking about this one too much. Maybe a little bit when it first came out, but this one I like a lot too. Also a little bit intimidating, a little bit busy, but it is really pretty. She did come out with a follow-up coloring book too, maybe a year or two later, that I also haven't seen too many people talking about. But this is kind of in the realm, I want to say, of Emily Oberg type imagery. I think this one is my favorite page. I like this one a lot. So this is an oldie, but definitely a goodie. I think is worth checking out. And this one is called Princess and Fairy Coloring Book by Tomoko Tashiro. This artist also has quite a few coloring books and, art books out. This one you can get on Amazon right now. It came out 2015. And I think you can get it from Amazon Japan too, but I have seen it around. Fairly easy to pick this one up, I think. Not really sure where I picked this one up, but you can kind of see around this time frame, like 2015 to like maybe 2017, 2018, kind of very similar style of coloring book was popular. You kind of see how things trend throughout like different years. The final one I have to show you is this one. I think was also quite popular at the time. This is Emily Bronte's Withering Heights, a coloring classic. There are a few more of these out there, but I think this might be the easiest one to find. This one came out in 2016, and the artist that did the artwork for these, she has an Etsy page with some really nice PDFs with some other stories she's done, like little packs, like packs of like 2 or 3 she'll have. I know she has Anne of Green Gables. There's a page I did color in here, and so I will link her below. She has some really nice stuff, some needlework patterns, stuff like that. I forget what her name is. I don't know if they put it in here. I don't know. But Withering Heights, I have another one, Romeo and Juliet. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I had it, taken it out. This one, Romeo and Juliet. This one I haven't seen out there at all. I'm not even sure where I got this one from. But there's this one I've seen, and then there's also Dracula out there somewhere too. So I might have some more maybe for another video. I'm not really sure. I'm a kind of a mess at the moment. I have everything all over the place. These were the ones I kind of just picked out and did quick research to see if they were still available, that I thought you guys might like to add to your collection or introduce you to some different artists you might not have heard of. So I hope you guys all have a really great rest of your day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.